is Jimmy Garoppolo salvageable? We all kind of want him gone now. But is there some type of Matrix future reality where he's the freaking franchise quarterback baller again?
I can start on this one. I believe that, and when I first heard this question, again, I was under the assumption to be about relationships. Is Jimmy Garoppolo's relation, but is he salvageable in general? I think so. Again, his two injuries, the two big injuries he suffered over the last 3 years, they were in plain sight. We saw him tore his ACL. We saw the brutal hit against the Jets. And when he's been healthy, he's been able to ball out and put up the numbers that he put up over the course of the 2019 season. And I also believe that his mentality and his ability just to remain cool, calm, and collected works in his favor here, because I feel like I'm going to the relationship phase right here between him and Kyle Shanahan, where if he was more of that Tom Brady mentality, that ultimate alpha, I believe there'd be a lot of head clashing between him and Kyle Shanahan. But he's a pro's pro. I got to give it to Jimmy Garoppolo. He really navigates through the noise well, in my opinion. He doesn't show it publicly that it's affecting him, if it even is. So I do think his play is salvageable, and he'll be able to get back to 2019 form. I do think that.
I think it's possible. I'm special, so I get the spotlight. Yeah. I think it is salvageable if they use that. I saw Spot Rack kind of change the salary cap situation. I think they're at $27 million in cap space, assuming that it's a $185 million cap. So if we just bring it down to 180, where they said it'd be 22 million ish and freed up. So if they can use that and they draft a tackle in the first round and they can bring Juszczyk and Verrett and a couple other guys back, then that works. But if they can't get a left tackle because they have to hold on to Jimmy Garoppolo, then it's hard to imagine he's salvageable here. He would then have to be at another place, in my opinion, because he's quick getting rid of the ball because of those passes, but he needs a left tackle because he can't escape the pressure.
Yeah, I don't think he's salvageable here on this contract. I think what it would take for Jimmy Garoppolo to salvage his career is to get cut or moved and basically sign a new contract where there's no expectations. He's a glorified backup. He's right in that 15 million range where you're a super backup, but not really a starter.
Mariota range.
Yeah, the Mariota contract, and just go sit on the bench for a year. Rehabilitate physically, mentally, get away from the live bullets of action, and he would need to make a full recovery. He would need to become the player he was before he tore his ACL. Because even the one he was in 2019, he was good, but I think the league figured out that there's so many things he's not doing anymore. He doesn't leave the pocket. Like, he doesn't scramble anymore. So you don't have to worry about that. He doesn't throw downfield. He doesn't throw outside the numbers. So by the time the playoffs came around, Mike Zimmer had it. I mean, all the good defensive Spagnuolo had it. You just pack the middle and dare him to throw outside or deep. And he can't dare him to run. You can just play two-man coverage all day with no spy and shoot, go ahead and run. It's hard to throw against two-man coverage if you can't move. So I think what he has become is no, not salvageable. But if he could go somewhere and sit on the bench and actually rehabilitate. I mean, Deshaun Watson made a full recovery. Maybe not every athlete can. Maybe he's not as athletic as Deshaun Watson. But if he could do that, then yes. But I don't know. Kenny? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I'm going to say I don't know again.